I'm watching the LIPA showcase for actors. The LIPA showcase. This is Liverpool's Institute of Performing Arts. I'm watching 2014 graduating actors. Let me take it from the top. Let me start it. Let me start it at the top. This is a demonstration of how the UK wastes money and wastes people's time. I cannot believe parents came to sit down in that showcase. This is 3 years of university. This is £30,000 and not even the maintenance loan, and also a whole lot of time. The video starts without even any sound. This is them here. It looks like a group of around maybe 30 of them. It's quite a lot of people for a drama school. A drama school doesn't take on a lot of students. If it does, it splits it into two classes. Usually there's maximum of like 20, and the group is like 10 in each class. This is 30. This is like a primary school class. And I've always said to myself, I cannot believe that RADA. I've always said, let me just pause it for a second. I've always said I don't believe that RADA and Lambda is the same price. Excuse my top. It's the same price as Lambda and RADA is the same price as Liverpool. It's the same price as Aura. It's the same price as Manchester Metropolitan, Manchester Theatre Art School. All of these drama schools, these crap drama schools that are not going to give the children, that give the graduates any future, are all the same price. Same price, right? Same price. This is how the show begins. Let me put this in front of my top so I can keep this in. This is the opening scene of a drama school graduating class. This is the opening scene. And I'm gonna stop it there because it doesn't get any better. It's like an hour and a half. It doesn't get any better. Let me show you their golden trophy, which is always the black students. Let me show you their golden trophy. Because you know they like to get every child, every person from every part of the UK. So make sure somebody has a London accent, maybe someone from Yorkshire, someone who's Cockney, someone who's from the north or the west, blah blah blah. This is it. It's coming up. This is the representation, the diversity. Does that sound like rehearsal? Does that sound like acting? Does that sound like character development? Does that sound like communication to the audience? Does that sound like storytelling? Does it even sound like, does it sound like anything except for noise? This is what happens when you go to drama school. These talentless nobodies who've got a lot of time to waste that are going to end up doing nothing with this degree. They take up the space in the class, and when they're on stage, they just shout. They just shout as loud as they can because shouting as loud as you can is acting. This is the kind of degenerate brain and minds that take up so much space in primary schools, secondary schools, colleges, and universities. People like this. This is why I say that you have to be classist. You have to separate yourself and you have to be competitive. You have to be competitive. If you want to go to Hollywood, if you want to win Oscars, if you want to compete, if you can, only if you can, go to places like RADA and Lambda and Guildhall that will train you up and put you in an environment where you're training every day. Otherwise, you're better off getting a qualification in construction, going to your local estate agent and getting a job doing car sales and practicing in your own time and putting yourself in front of an agent. It's that simple. That simple. These are the things that make me crazy about this country. This country is not competitive like America. It's not competitive like India or China, where people take their education seriously. They're training from childhood how to be the best ballet dancer, how to be a gymnastics, how to do Olympics. And this is how I was. That's why I got excelled in. I excelled in school. This is the crap that you're wrestling with. People wasting their brains. Going to primary school, they're doing nothing. They're wasting their brains. Something as simple as performing arts, as acting, something so simple, they cannot even do. They cannot even do. This is an hour and a half of life. My phone can't even take it. This is an hour and a half of life. This is the graduating class. Look at the swearing. It's swearing with no context, and I hate this in scripts when there's excessive amounts of swearing with no context because swearing is not even a word; it's an expression. Swearing is not a word; it's an expression. It's not a show off. It's an expression for a lot of anger. It's not even an expression of shock. Fucking an expression for when you are seriously, deeply angry and wounded. It's a shocking word. It's meant to make the audience feel disgusted by this word. You're meant to feel shocked by this word. This is how British people speak. This is how British people communicate about the most basic thing. They will say effing crisps, effing drink, effing This is how they communicate. This is in a graduating class of a university. Look at this. And they want us to hold hands like we're all the same. This is the problem that the teachers have. The teachers will tell us to make friends and hold hands with these degenerates when we're coming from African households, African families with serious life on the line and real wealth to build in our own family and back home. They want us to make friends with these degenerates that are playing game. They've already made their wealth. This type of people have already made their money. They've already built their wealth. We are the new generation building wealth. We're still building wealth for our own family and our own nation and our own country. And we're made to make friends and hold hands and be friendly to everybody that's like this. smiling in everyone's face and being treated like we're equal. This is the room that you and spent your tuition and your maintenance and your time to come to university and be and train in an environment where agents and the best top talent will see you and be attracted to you. On top of that, you are not even in the capital. You are not even in the capital. You are not even in the capital of the country where all of the agents and the record labels are. You need to birth a new industry in your town where you are. That's the pressure that you have as students. Okay? You're no longer babies. You're now adults because you know what the atmosphere is. You now have to birth people to come to Liverpool to see you. This is the trife that they play. This is the trife. You are responsible for inviting agents and talent to come and see you. You are responsible for distributing this as your showcase as an actor, as a graduating actor from a drama school. And this is what you have to showcase. There should be a Warner Brothers Liverpool studios in Liverpool. There's so much land up here and so much space, so much empty retail parks. South of England is one of them. It's expensive. South of England is expensive. The north of England is a lot more affordable. It's a lot cheaper. There should be studios, Pinewood Studios North. But this is the kind of talent that's here. This is kind of crap that they're birthing here. Nobody wants to come here. Nobody even knows that this Liverpool even exists. Half the time, people don't know that the north of England even exists. Everyone's scrambling to be in London City. The city that is for every international and every industry. When there's land and places to record and film and spaces up here. This is the trife from a drama school. You should be fighting and writing to Warner Brothers to open up a studio here. That there's money up here. There's business up here. There's producers up here. There's films up here. There's industry up here. There's talent up here. This is the crap. That when all of these US executives are looking at what studios to build all around the globe in other countries, they come and see these type of showcases from Liverpool and from Manchester, from all of these stupid drama schools and Bristol Old Vic and Oxford Brookes and Oxford Drama School. They want to waste people's times, and the teachers are no better. Screaming like this. Does this look like anything that you see on TV? Does this look like anything you see in television and in film? Look at this. Look at this crap. It is 2025 with technology where America is going to space. Where there's electric cars, you got Tesla. You got all these innovation in countries like China and Africa. Africa is becoming more of a developed nation. They've got massive duplexes and mansion. This is the trife that the United Kingdom is producing. This land should be taken over. This land, if you're not doing anything with this land, we can have it. We can have it. Look at this. Look at this. Is this Oscar? Is this the Oscars? Is this the Golden Globes? Is this the BAFTAs? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about. This country being a trap. Because I know America isn't fantastic. I know America isn't fantastic, right? I know America isn't fantastic. But this is what I talk about the United Kingdom being one of the worst places to raise African people. Because African people have so much intuition about what needs to be done because they come from their own country and they can see their parents, they can see the energy around them, and they have so much talent. Some of the talent comes from within. It doesn't even need to be taught to them. It's when they start going to these schools and start mingling with these friends, they start losing their intelligence because now they're reading from an English book and the English book is telling them one thing and their intuition is telling them another thing. When I use my intuition, I can ace all of these exams. I can do these exams in half an hour. When I learn from this teacher, from this science teacher, and from this teacher, I'm doing it so slow. I'm moving so slow. This is how this country operates. By slowness. And they slow you down even more with the please and the thank you. And may I, and can I, and dear, and sir, and being nice, and being polite, and excuse me, and lining up for the bus, and other nonsense. Other nonsense. Shopping centres not being used, looking broken down and run down. Real estate in this country, real estate, that is empty, on an island unlike any other island in the whole world, the United Kingdom. Empty, massive buildings of real estate not being used. And then they do stupid things and play games in Westminster and do things like Brexit. And do stupid things like Brexit and other crap. This country is the country that people come to for their education and for healthcare. Walking around with degenerates. Can we afford to be degenerate? Can we afford to have parents who don't do their responsibilities? Can we afford bad behavior? Can we afford bad behavior? Can we afford bullying in school? Can we afford these things? When you look at the state, what it takes to make it as an adult. When you look at what it takes to get married and organize a wedding and put a wedding together and put a party together and put friends together and dinners together, what it takes to drive, to get fuel, to go and get groceries from the supermarket, what it takes, and then they play games for 3 years. Play games, running around saying that they're going to be an actor. With what industry? In what industry? In what economy? And the parents are going there, sitting down and seeing their kids run around on stage acting like a fool.